When I'm not feeling well, one thing I do is prioritize sleep. Did you know that sleep balances mood chemicals? Yes, brain chemicals, serotonin and dopamine, that make us feel better and focus. Sleep also detoxifies. It's a detoxifier for our brain. It helps us to think healthier. And did you know that sleep is sort of a cognitive clarifier? It helps us to figure out things that we may have found confusing. When I was in college, I didn't know anything about the science behind it, but I learned a study strategy that was a winner. I remember being in a physiology class. It was the largest class that I had ever been in, 200 students. Everybody, if you were a pre-med student or if you were studying PE, you all had to go through physiology. And the professor held his class in a large auditorium. His desk sat up front by itself, and he gave extended lectures. And I waltzed in, and I listened, and I recorded. I didn't necessarily take notes, but I sat there and I listened and I watched, and I was learning. But it was what happened later on in the day that made all the difference. When it was study time, I would get on my bed, I would review whatever it is that I was supposed to be studying, and then I would take a nap. But before starting that nap, I would play the cassette tape of the lectures. And when I would wake up, I had a thorough understanding of what was spoken, what was being taught. I got A's on every test in that class with all those students. And that professor didn't understand how that could be. So that in the final exam, he called me out, had me walk out down the stairs of the auditorium, up to his desk, and sit there by myself and take the exam while everybody else took their exam sitting in their seats. He was sure that whatever cheating mechanism I had come across, that by singling me out in this way, that he would diffuse it and make it ineffective. But he didn't know that I had learned the power of sleep. So I aced the final exam. So all these years of my life, I have continued to appreciate and understand that sleep is a very, very powerful, very potent partner that we can call upon at any time, even a little bit of a nap, to close our eyes and close down the world around us and allow our minds to get organized. So remember 3 things that sleep can do for us. 1, it helps to balance the mood chemicals, the brain chemicals, serotonin and dopamine. It can help us feel better and to focus. Secondly, what does it do? It allows our brain to detox, clean it up. And then it gives us cognitive clarity. so that we can think clearly. Our moods are boosted, our vision is clearer. This is how I help myself when I'm not feeling well. I invite you to try it. Take a nap.